At Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. 55. I got it. Hit it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go. That's me. Smooth. Check right. Watching it. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch out. Hey, Jet. Let's go.
He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mike Hunt, 180. Blue down. 36.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Like 20 each. Cal, you won. Slap.
From the 50, it's gone. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
Goff now looks to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Watch the air. Like 13. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's Andrews. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one taken in by Hester. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready. Topper, Topper. Look at me. zipper.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Corner. Shift.
Yo, go.
You got motion, man.
Be careful.
Now Joe Mixon. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You draw quarters. Hey, Haywood. Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Goff gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now! Let's go!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Fire.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Come on, D.
Protein spill. Hey, exit.
25, check 25. Check.
Go.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Switch.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-6. Pull it high.
Tight dog.
Hey, seam 6. Leaf river.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, orbit.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool him for a second or so.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Goff forced out to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun. Goff. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 5.
General West.
Here's Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
14.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Hey, watch this.
Hey, Alpha.
Number 16's coming. Check mine. Check mine.
Goff throwing again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Cut. 180. Maverick. 61. Matchbox lights.
Go. Tighten up.
Now they'll run. Murray. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Get it, boy. Get it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Go. Topper. Value 1.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Duke. Value 3.
Here's Goff. Sets up the screen to Forte. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tiger. Hey, Delta. Ric Flair.
Out of the gun, Forte. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Rush in. Hey, Shell. Hey, 76.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that's got to be caught for an Eagle Eagles touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Mark 55, Mark 55.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
On 2nd and 11 now. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Super one. Hey, let's go.
16, Mike, 16. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Merlin.
Check back 16, check back 16.
Hey, Haywood.
Number 16's coming, check Mike, check Mike. Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now.
A shotgun snap for gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Hey, check back 16. Check back 16. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. I don't think you got it. So
Go.
16. Mike 16. You.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 4. Hey, tight. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 4. I'm coming.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
On the set.
First down.
Right there in the middle. 55.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check right. Watch it decline. You ain't
2nd and 15. Here's Hester open right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, team 6.
Come. Mike 55.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
You got tight right there.
On first down, this is Forte. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
One out. 2 for 1. Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Let's go.
80 weapons.
It's going to be a long day on
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
We go tonight. 180.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Here we go. 20. Value 3. Value 3.
Hello, 3.
General West.
No. Check 99. Check 99.
Listen.
Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. They run from the shotgun with Murray, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
61, matchbox right.
Check.
Ric Flair.
Hey, turn it up.
They'll run for it. Forte. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there with 7 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. With Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre, with the Vikings, has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hey, 5. Hey, Alpha.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 16. Mike 16. Silver.
Maverick.
Check Mike 16. Check Mike 16.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Obama. 22 jet bomber.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Quickstone, travel.
Begin.
We're good. Hey, Delta.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Orange. Hey, Echo.
Goff now looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
12.
From just shy of midfield, Goff complete to Bryant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
With the score still tied.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Tell. Hey, Haywood.
16's coming, check Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Goff He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready? 30 base.
55. Hey, eat. I'm here all day.
Hey, exit.
Mark 55.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown!
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin in an overtime thrill.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We